Phoenix is a 5-song EP that all revolves around the main idea and symbol of the life and rebirth of Phoenix. This record combined our mutual frustrations and negative energies into something positive, and it created something that we all set out to do from the beginning without really even knowing it. It just came out naturally. The tones and the sounds on this record they all reflect sort of that struggle, that internal struggle that everyone has, and that innate sort of ability to get it out there and on the record really was what catapulted us into really what the sound became.
As the drummer of the band, I've never really gotten to appreciate the talent of everyone in the band. So wrapped up in what I'm doing on stage or at practice. I've never really taken the time to sit back and watch what everybody else is playing, what everybody else is doing. But this is the first record that we've all been a part of writing, producing, and playing all of our own parts. From a producer standpoint, getting to sit back and watch what the guys are doing and the parts that they've written for each song, and the stuff that they've been playing for so long, really was eye-opening to the amount of talent that each one of them brings to the table, and really blew my mind. Some of the stuff that Spencer was playing and some of the stuff that John was playing. I kind of had to dial them back on some of the songs. Onus is one of those songs that, as a producer you look at as one of those just straightforward songs, short, to the point, and more lyrically driven than anything else. And some of the parts that Spencer and John had written were just too much for the song, and I had to have them dial it back a little bit, which is, as a band member, you don't want to do. You want to show off what your band can do, but as a producer, you have to play appropriately for the song and play, as I tell them, play for the song, not for yourself. And it was kind of a battle on some of the songs, to try to find the middle ground of, when we want to highlight Taylor and the stuff that he's singing, or highlight the bass, or highlight the drums, or highlight the lead guitar. It's tough when you're producing your own record because you're so proud of everything that everybody's doing. So it was pretty tough to find that middle ground and make sure that everybody was happy with what they were playing, and still put out a really good song. So that's what I would say would be the toughest part about producing this record.
I feel that everything here it's pretty raw as far as the emotion, which is a good thing. And it's not perfect as far as being completely polished vocally or performance-wise, but I like that because it sort of brings out more of the emotion of the song and the performances, and I like listening to things where you hear that in the music. It's not perfectly polished, or it's not completely tuned up, or just done there's so much work done in the studio where it's so saturated. I like when you can hear a little bit of the beautiful flaws, is what I like to call it, of the record, or of the musician, or whatever it may be. It's what brings out the best music, in my opinion. That's what I listen to when I go see a show, or I listen to a new band. Is I listen to the authenticity of it, and I think we accomplished that with this record.
Some of the songs on the record are pretty old. Before You was written probably a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago. I think we were getting ready to go out to Nashville to record Spider and the Blossom, and Taylor had written that song and brought it to me, and we did a demo for it, and it didn't really fit anything that we were trying to do at the time, so we just kind of held on to it. And it's really unique in its own way. At the time I was really into playing stuff that was going to make me better as a drummer, and thinking outside of the box, and I'd never really played a song on the toms like that before, and putting that song together was really fun, because we were just trying to do something different and do something that was still going to be catchy and still going to be easy on the ears, but something different, and I think we really captured that in the original writing of that song. And then of course coming in and recording it now, we just kind of polished it up and made it fit more so with what we're doing now. And it's probably one of the only songs on the record that's really stayed true to the way that it was originally written, musically. Of course, lyrically it's been changed quite a bit as the circumstances of the subject matter have changed, but it's really, that's probably my favorite song on the record, just solely because of the uniqueness of it, and how much it really showcases the talent of everyone in the band. This is the first time we've really come together as a band and put everything that we had out on the table and put together a product that we're all really proud of and really, ready to go out and promote and do everything we can to get our name out there. Our past records, it's kind of just been me and Taylor putting them together and using session musicians and doing things kind of on our own, but this time it's really been a collective effort of everybody putting in their talent and their experience into this record. I think everybody in the band is really, really proud of what we've accomplished so far in the past couple of months. We've put everything we can into this, and hoping, I think that the record really shows the amount of emotion and love and care that we put into this, and the songwriting and the production and everything that goes into it, down to the album artwork. It's all significant to each and every one of our lives, and we really put a lot of care and thought into these 5 songs, and we really feel like these are the 5, we wrote 10 or 12 songs for the record intending to put out a full length, but once we sat down and started putting together a track list and started writing for it, solidifying our parts and everything else, we really came down to just 5 songs that we were really proud of and really ready for everyone to hear, and we felt like we don't need to have a full length. We don't need to be, putting together a bunch of songs that don't really mean anything to the rest of us. To Taylor, obviously, because he writes all the lyrics, but, to us as a band as a whole, these 5 songs were really the ones that stuck out to us and really had meaning, not just lyrically, but sonically and musically. It had meaning to us personally, each and every one of us, and as a band as a whole, and these are the ones that really, highlighted our style, and what we wanted to accomplish as far as, the band growth and, playing together. This record is really a landmark for us as a band. It stands for so much for for us. We've overcome a lot of obstacles in the past couple of years, and all of us coming from different musical backgrounds, it really just shows everything that we've been through, and really is kind of a metaphor for everything that we've overcome as a band and personally as well. All the songs on the record were probably written over the course of 2 years, and we've changed quite a bit over those 2 years. We've matured as musicians, matured as people, and really grown together as a band. So it's kind of cool to see how some of these songs have time lapsed and become we've changed them to fit the way that we are now, and the way that we see music now, and the way that we are trying to become as a band, but really stayed true to their roots, with the exception of Where Did I Go Wrong. The original demo for Where Did I Go Wrong was quite a bit different than what it is now, but I feel like that song really grew into one of the gems on the record, and it seems to be the one that everybody really sticks to when they hear it. And so, as a producer, I'm really proud of that song and the way it came out. One night after recording, Taylor and I were texting back and forth. I think we had just gotten done with some vocal tracking, and we were trying to think of a name for the record that would really encompass everything that we've been through together as a band. Not so much just to describe the record, but more so us as a band as a whole, and everything that we've really overcome over the past few years. And the Phoenix was kind of a perfect description of us, and obviously that being the mythological bird that when it dies it engulfs itself in flames and then is reborn from those ashes, and is supposedly more powerful and greater than it was before. So that was kind of like the perfect description of us, with everything that we've been through, and with losing a guitar player, and kind of the slump that we've been in over the past year or so. And now we have so much stuff going for us. We're back on track, and more so. So it's really a significant record for us as a band, kind of like a redo, I guess, and we're just kind of trying to start fresh and start over and build up from here. And we really feel like this record is the perfect 5 songs to make that happen.
I touched the baby's fingers, and you were my little sister. All of your love, all of your life had transferred into hers, and then I knew that nothing ever truly dies. No, that nothing ever truly dies. Nothing ever truly dies. No, no. And nothing ever truly dies. nothing ever truly dies. Nothing ever truly dies.